Hey everybody, welcome back to Tutorial Tuesdays with Tea Time Tales. It's Rebecca. Today we're going to be learning how to draw some chibi. So grab your favorite hot drink and let's get into it. If you clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure you know what a chibi is. A chibi is like a little exaggerated anime character. So let's jump in with the anatomy. Unlike regular people who are standing at about 5 to 7 heads tall, depending on the height and the gender, chibi characters stand right about at 3 heads tall. So I'm just gonna draw some circles representing approximately the head size. And that can give us kind of a little guideline for the height. Next thing about chibi that is very unique is that they have massive heads compared to their bodies. Heck, you can make a chibi that's 2 heads tall and just have its little body just be oh so tiny. But I do think that 3 head tall chibis look quite good. So I'll jump in with the head. Gonna make just a basic head shape. I think I'll keep it round and cute. The whole point of chibi is to be very cute, so I like to give them some just adorable little cheeks that you just want to bite them. They're just so cheeky. For your head shape, it's basically just a circle with some big old cheeks on it, and then you taper it down into a little chin there. I like to keep the chin more rounded because I think it looks better than having like a really pointy chin. And then from there, you can just put in your guidelines for the face. The eyes will sit pretty low on the face. Nose, pretty much non-existent. I wouldn't even bother drawing the nose. Ears, quite small, and they just stick out a little bit like that if you have them present. Eyes are going to be massive. Like, biggest eyes you've ever seen. And usually, you can pretty much put whatever style you want, but usually they're big, round, open, sparkly, you get the gist there. And then you can just do a little simple mouth. I'm feeling like maybe my chibi's a little angry. Those eyes look pretty angry to me, so I'm just gonna play into that. Let's give some angry eyebrows. Let's give a very not approving, like kind of a little huff of a mouth, a little humps. Oh yeah, maybe I'll exaggerate that bottom lip real good. Adorable. Okay, and then for your body here, the neck, teeny tiny, just so incredibly anatomically impossible. Very small neck, and then you can go out into your shoulders. And the torso is like, it's the same as drawing a full-size torso, and you can check out my torsos tutorial in our tutorials playlist on our channel if you're interested in learning how to draw a torso. But it's very small in comparison to the head. Maybe I'll give it like a sassy hip, and let's draw some little arms, hands on the hip, just so mad. And then your legs. So as you can see here, the torso is pretty much fairly close to in line with our second head here, and then starting at the third head height, more or less, we will have, we'll do some legs, and I'm thinking we'll do some wide stanced legs. And as you can see, all the extremities, hands, feet, everything, so teeny tiny. And we got our legs, our little humpity dumpity legs here. And I've seen people stylize them with like the really chunky legs. I've seen people have just these very, very chunky legs and very wide feet. That seems to be like a kind of a trendy style nowadays. I personally still prefer the good old, just small legs and torso and all that. So yeah, the general anatomy rules for the rest of the body are pretty similar to a regular sized human, except they are very squishy, and then you just have the, you know, proportional differences of at what point you transition from the torso to the legs and whatnot. What Chibi is really good for is for those just absurdly extreme expressions. You can go all out. You can do so many different expressions with Chibi, and they are very comical, and they are used very well for just little funny spats in comics and anime and stuff like that. But they can also be, you know, really cute. And the nice thing about Chibi is they're so quick. They're really easy to do, and you can just have fun with it. You know, maybe I'll make her. How about we give her some pigtails and just make them defy gravity because it's funny, you know? Maybe she's got some bangs that also are whipping up like that. Just, you know, lean into the absurdity because it's funny. But Chibi can also be, you know, really cute. I'll put up these are some portraits that I did of friends back in the day. You know, I thought they were really cute, really fun, and you can add a level of drama to them. But I wanted to make portraits of my friends, but I wanted to make a lot of them, and I needed to do it quickly, so I opted for Chibi portraits. And to this day, they're still some of my favorite drawings that I've done because they're just so cute and so fun. You can just do whatever with it. It's a fun way to explore poses, and since, you know, Chibi is so absurd anatomically already, it really helps you break out of the stiffness of trying to get anatomy perfect. And it can be really fun to practice new stuff, to practice things that you wouldn't normally do, and they're great for just doing little doodles. So yeah, honestly, super quick, super easy. Let's give her a little outfit. I can't get the idea of a little animal onesie out of my head, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to that zipper. It goes all the way down a leg. Gosh, onesies are so difficult to get in and out of. I hated them as a kid, but I always wanted to wear them because, you know, they're really cute. But man, I always got way too warm in them. And I think, what if we did some little pigs? I just think that would be so funny. A little pink pig onesie. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean her up, give it some color, give it some lines, and we'll be right back. And there she is! We have our adorable little Chibi character. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Hope you learned something. If you got any suggestions for future tutorials or how to improve our tutorial videos, go ahead and drop a comment down below. I am always taking suggestions and always looking to improve. So, until next time, keep practicing, and I'll see you next week.